Kwale County.
And I shall be having this conversation with Hamisi Mwanganga from Sambweni to just know what this means moving forward. Now, according to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization report, the number of people facing chronic hunger is projected to increase by 600 million by 2030, with the most significant impact expected in third world countries. This increase is attributed to low technology adoption in agriculture, land degradation, climate change, and inadequate financing of the agricultural sector. To address this pressing issue, the county government of Kilifi has launched a new land management model. This model places strong focus on farmers and aims at utilizing 50% of the 12,246 square kilometers of arable farmland to combat acute hunger and food insecurity. Our reporter, Levis Musumba, visited remote villages in Rabai, Kibarini, and Mkondoni and has filed the following report on the impact of this farming model.
In a world where chronic hunger and food insecurity threaten the lives of millions, according to the United Nations, approximately 735 million people, or 9.2% of the world's population, were facing chronic hunger by 2022.
Tulikuwa tutegemea mvua, mpaka mvua inyeshe ndio nipande, kama ni kenye nitapanda, napanda kila kitu. Pande pojo, mahindi, sukuma, mchicha, mboga zote, bora yenye itapata. Sasa zingine unaweza pata, sasa zingine unabahatisha. Hata kama umeweka mbolea, waweza weka mbolea na mvua ikakosa kurudi, ikachoma ile mimea, ukakosa kupata kitu.
The situation is projected to worsen by 2030, with more than 600 million people worldwide facing hunger, deepening inequality.
The truth is we have to ensure that we have a paradigm shift from depending on rain to depending on irrigation.
To realize Sustainable Development Goal number 2, which aims to achieve the zero hunger target, the county government of Kilifi has launched a new land management model that focuses on farmers, with the aim of utilizing 50% of the 12,246 square kilometers landmass of arable land for agriculture.
We do conservation in also key three areas. We do terraces, that is addressing the runoff again, at reducing the velocity, and also doing harvesting, small structures, which are easy to construct, the community can easily adopt. Those are the farm ponds of 100 cubic meter.
In the different 9 catchment areas, we have a total of 90 VMG members that have benefited.
The regions that practiced environmental degradation caused by centuries of unsustainable farming practices, deforestation, and overgrazing, resulting in severe soil erosion, loss of topsoil, and reduced agricultural productivity, are now regenerating into grain fields.
Before we start any intervention in any catchment, we take them for an exchange program to appreciate some of these interventions so that when it's done in their farms, they're able to continue. So it was more of learning and getting exposed to some of these structures because they have not been done here.
Sustainable land management involves adopting sustainable land practices with the goal of improving the health of our ecosystems, enhancing food security, and improving livelihoods of rural communities while reducing environmental degradation. Irene Bay's farm showcases the success of SLM. Farm pond, dairy cows, and poultry have become models of sustainability, yielding healthier crops and improving livelihoods.
Yale maji ambayo yako kwenye kile kidimbwi, nimemwagia hizi nyasi, na kwa saa hii twakata tukiwekea ng'ombe ili wakati wa kiangazi tuwe twachukua chakula tukiwapa ng'ombe wetu.
Mohamed Nda from Rabai has seen the positive impact of sustainable land management on his farm. It is not just about crops. It is about revitalizing the land, preserving soil quality, and fostering biodiversity.
Sai napata mboga, napata matunda, tomata, viazi na nini, lakini bado tu ni ya kidogo. Lakini nataka kuanzia 2024, 2023 huko kwenda mbele, hasa 2025 niwe nauza hizi vitu either Mombasa ama Kilifi, maana ndio town yetu ya karibu.
And we have about 150 and beyond of such farmers within these catchment areas that have adopted. And for those that have adopted, we have supported them with dam liners.
Joseph Kenga, a chairman of Mkondoni SLM Group, has dedicated his life to train farmers on sustainable land management practices. He is the driving force behind the movement that transforms communities and landscapes.
Ulipokuja watu walisema wanaharibiwa mashamba yao maana hawakujua maana ya terraces na hawakujua maana ile nyingine. Lakini sasa kwa sababu nimechaguliwa kama mwenyekiti, ninaingia humu na mule kuwaelimisha.
We have put close to 7 million this year to ensure that we also rehabilitate the Gamra to reach, our target is to ensure that we do 500 acres under irrigation.
Through NARIG, communities were required to practice sustainable land management practices on their farmland, resulting in thousands of hectares of land being protected.
We have project management committee at the community level. These committees have regrouped these beneficiaries into groups where they visit each other, they learn, they do peer reviewing, where they learn from other members what they are doing. And also to address the sustainability aspect, we have youth in each catchment who have been trained on how to carry out these conservations.
With increased yields, farmers can produce enough food to feed their families and sell surplus at the local market.
Officer Mark Ben, yeye ndiye alitutrain kuhusu hayo mambo ya saving na loan. So tukaanzisha kufikia mwaka huu mwezi wa 7 tulikuwa tumefikisha 45,000.
The holistic use of these sustainable practices secures a healthy and abundant future for generations to come. Levis Msumba, KTN News.
Time for another break.